welcome back to the channel and Kindness Crew. We're playing an Azorius Flyers deck today, built around Momo and Air Nomad Legacy. So at our 1-drop, we have Healer Hawk as a 2-up flying, lifelink 1/1. We have Momo, probably the best addition to this deck. Your first non-lemur spell with flying you cast during each of your turns costs 1 less. Whenever you cast another creature you control with flying enters, Momo gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Rune Lurker Bat, 1/1 flying, lifelink, and we get to descend if one of your permanent cards is put in your graveyard from anywhere. Cry 1. We have our 2-drop Bat Bird flying. Whenever another creature control enters, gain 1 life, 1/2. Our only form of interaction really in the main board, Sheltered by Ghost, sell target non-land permanent, and our creature gets lifelink +1/+0 and ward 2. Air Nomad Legacy, when it comes down, create a clue, and creatures you control flying get +1/+1. One of the Resplendent Angel, beginning of each end step, if you gain 5 or more life, create a 4/4 white angel, and then for 6 mana, we get to Anthem our team for +2/+2 and lifelink. Sweet Aang action here. You've probably known the spell pretty well at this point. When it enters, airbend up to one other target creature or spell, and we get to transform Aang by waterbending. 8. A Parian Eagle has come back to standard. Other creatures with flying gets +1/+1, so this acts as our lord. Our Exemplar Light is our top end of the curve. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. When you put 1 or more 1/1 counters, draw a card. Only triggers once per turn, but it's going to be sweet when we have a lot of life gain. We have some flash mechanics, and then we also have one of Legend of Yang Chen. Starting with you, each player chooses up to 1 permanent mana value 3 or greater. From permanents your opponents control, exile them, and then you have target player opponent draw 3 cards. If you do, draw 3 cards, and then you exile this and flip over. On the other side, whenever you cast your second spell each turn, airbend up to 1 other target non-land permanent. So I think my problem with this deck already is I just want to play Aven. Where's my Mind Sensor? This is just a stock list that we picked up online. We're just going to play best of 1 with this to try to have fun with Momo and see if this deck is any good. Go first. We don't have our beginning game. If we can make a land at turn 3, we can start Aang, but we can try that. That might be good enough. At least have all of our colors here. We can play a bat and pass. So I guess we play this on white and just beat for 1. Opponent's playing a Verge. So are you Boros Burn or you control? You're a Burn. Okay, well, we'll just play our land and pass. Them holding back the show off is kind of sus. So they're just gonna attack. I wasn't here for your banter. Want to see Magic played poorly? Watch. Boo. Okay. My opponent's just gonna skip turns, so I'm just gonna play Aang and bounce the show off. If we did an untap land, we can play Exemplar. That might be bad, though. Burst Lightning my bat. Okay. Because now we have no lifelink to pump up Exemplar. So it might be worth it just to hold the bat. Because they probably have burn for our Exemplar and pass. I'm not punting, I'm sorry. I can punt right now by just conceding. You're not entertained. They're just plotting, so that's really good for us. That was a good draw. So I'm going to attack with the bat and keep Aang back as a blocker. There's our Momo. Next turn we can Sheltered by Ghost on whatever. Yeah, there's their show off. There's your show off. I think I still want to do the Sheltered plan. So put Sheltered on Exemplar. Get rid of a show off. It could have put... It doesn't matter. They're dead. On to the next game. Opponent goes first. Hand seems okay. A little slow, but we can try it. We can Anchorage into bat. Veteran Survivor. Yeah, we'll just Anchorage, play a bat, play our other Anchorage. Hopeful Weaver. Yeah, that's the thing. We'll take 2 here. So we'll play our bat, like we talked about, play our Anchorage and pass. Next turn, we can Aang bounce something. We did cook on that deck, Demi, and I still think that deck is paired very well against the Lessons deck right now. We beat a lot of Izzet that day. Opponent plays an Aerialist. That's scary. into a rescue? Okay. No blocks. Just gonna play our starting town and pass. The Weaver's gonna trigger. Give something double strike. Yeah. They play a scavenger, and that resolves. They play a tap land, sure. And they have an ethereal armor. Well, that's rough. Sure. Giving the counters there. Makes sense. I'm gonna flash in Aang. Nuke you. Questions do I block here? I take 10, 11, 12, 13. They have no cards in hand. I'm gonna risk it. I probably should have blocked with Bat. But if we get an untap land here, then we can just take Aerial List. That's a no, okay. So we can just Eagle and pass. Block with Aang. Untap land, please. Play a Bat. I think we need to just take Sheltered by Ghost on something now, because if they draw a removal spell, we're dead on board. But we can take the armor, right? And slow that creature down. If they have removal for Eagle, though, then we're just in trouble. I think double block here. Take my Aang, so mean. Time to Shelter by Ghost again. Taking Veteran, splitting up our stuff. And I think we have to attack. We can't hold back anymore. The race is on, friendo. Oh, there's a land, so we can Legacy twice. And swing for 10. I like it. Pass. Sweet. GG, opponent on the next one. I get to go first. We get 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Let's do it. $140-ish card. Congratulations, dude. That's awesome. I'm going to play our land and play Healer Hawk. I kind of want to change this deck to be a Momo Sphinx splash deck. Is that bad? I just want to go back to playing Momo and Sphinx. I'm a terrible person, I know. So they're playing Simic. I'm going to play Life Creed Duo and swing for 1. Oh, that's sweet. Air Nomad's Legacy? Pump up the team? Combat? Play my Bat and pass? Next turn we can Eagle? Or we can Duo Crack the Map? Or Crack the Clue, trigger Bat? I think that might be better. Because they're probably holding up some form of interaction. Like if they're playing the Lessons deck, this plays around Quencha. And we now are presenting somewhat a lethal on board. Just pass. Oh, they're playing the Otter combo deck. I could die here. Let's see if I die. They're not playing red, which is good for us. You have your endurance to start doing something. Like endurance here. Stock up's a really good sign for us. So we don't die and we can kill them. Because they could endurance into the flute card and then combo from there. Absolutely, but... And they didn't find it. Flyers getting it done. I love it. I go first. I will keep Momo. Oh, I get to Momo into Eagle? The Dream? My opponent. Mythic Mike. That name sounds familiar. What are you playing, Mythic Mike? Nesting Bot. That's scary. A2 life. Play an Eagle. Beat down for 3. Disenchant is 2? I thought the current standard one is 3. Opponent plays a Mountain. Season Warren Guard. Oh, we're racing. Oh, we're definitely racing. White. Tapped. Empyrean Eagle. Turn sideways. Pass, opponent. I will present lethal. Oh, when you shock that in, that's... See ya, my friend. I appreciate going out on your own terms. So I'm going to play against Covert Go Blue or something. I heard that guy's a nice guy. It'll be fun to play against him. You go first. Momo. Okay, this hand seems sick. Hello, Momo. Next turn we can Aang something if we want to. If not, we can just bat. Like they play Mana Dork, we can just Aang it on turn 2. So they played a tap lands. I think we just play our bat to pump up Momo. And play the Anchorage tapped and go beatdowns. Daruneth. Okay. So I think this is worth paying right now. And we bounce Daruneth. And we play our next bat. Pump up Momo some more. And beatdowns. If we get an untapped land next turn, we can air Nomads and Sheltered. Especially if they just played Daruneth for nothing. Untap land. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, we're living the dream. Air Nomad's Legacy. Put this on Aang. Get Daruneth. Beatdowns. Pass the turn. Yeah, you have a bedroom. What crazy spell do you have now for 6 mana? Even if they have a fight mechanic to get Daruneth back by paying for the ward, that's not enough. Because they're still dead to all the flyers with Air Nomad's Legacy. I could get Aetherize, which would be sad. Seasons of Gathering. 1/1 counter and target creature control gains Vigilance and Trample. Whoa. Choose artifact or enchantment, destroy all permanents of chosen type. Draw cards equal to the greatest power. You're still dead, my friend. Thanks. Next game. One goes first. Hand's a little slow. We can try it. The legend just might be gimmicky and it might not be good enough, but opponent just plays a sick mountain. Are you mono red? No, you're Boros. I guess we can just play our duo into probably a burn spell. You Boros control? Get lost, so they are probably Jeskai control. Barry and Conqueror. Sick. We just play our land and pass. Rock Sacred Foundry. Yeah, we'll take 3 damage. That's fine. Sarkon. You may behold a dragon. Boros dragons? That's sick. So we can bring in Aang. Bounce Conqueror. Put a counter on Aang. That's not an answer. Map Aang again. Templar's fine. This on white. We've drawn a lot of lands this game. Dash for 4. Player Momo. Pass. We can use the legend to get rid of one of their big creatures here. Another Conqueror. Alright. Swing for 4. I like it. Swing in with Aang. You like to block. No. Alright. We'll play our Exemplar. 1 permanent mana value 3 or greater from among permanents your opponent controls. So it might be a way we can get rid of Clarion or a big dragon that they could play here. Dryad Militant in my white decks. It's 2 for 1, 1 mana that exiles all played instant or sorcery. Is that even in standard? I didn't know Militant was standard. I was in standard when I used to play. Back in my day. Fucking, I feel like that guy, what is that dumb meme where this guy walks in with a skateboard and he's like, "How you doing, kids?" I feel like that right now. I feel like an idiot. Oh, my opponent just gives up. "How you doing, fellow kid?" Flyers are too good. I go first. I like this hand. So, Verge into Momo. And then turn 2, we can play Eagle. Or we can play Angel. But we don't have any life gain, so probably Eagle. Play an Eagle. Opponent plays a Verge. Please do not be control again. There's only 2 anchorages in this deck, and we keep drawing both of them, which has been a problem in our previous games. My opponent, are you on control? Please don't be. Okay, we just play our land and bash in for 4, I guess. Would you allow me to attack for 4, opponent? Into the Flood Mon, my Eagle. Okay. I think I just replay my Eagle. And pass. We can still hold up Aang for their Wrath in future turns. Next turn, I guess, we can just play a tap land and pass with Aang. That's not really a winning play. We're only attacking for 4 against a Azorius deck. But tempoing them out of Wrath, but they can just pass. They don't have to Wrath their board. Playing a Water Grave, so they're Esper control with Flood Maw. That would be really weird. This is really weird. It'd be nice to draw probably our enchantment. River Churn Monument. Okay, so they're down to race. I like it. Play this on white. Play the Healer Hawk, pump up our team. And we go racing. I like it. So this next turn, if they have to Wrath here, right? They have to Wrath in some form or they're in trouble. Even if they don't Wrath, we can flash in Aang to pump up Momo to have, what, 2, 4, 6, 9 damage. We play both of our flyers, and it's lethal. Whatever they play, we're playing Aang. That is, like, the worst thing they can boomerang basics. Never mind. You got it. We just hold on to Aang now. Let's just go to combat. Opponent probably has removal here. Or they're just holding up Monument. Both work. They just have removal, I don't think. Into the Flood Maw. What are you doing, opponent? Sure. Playing Flood Maw, Boomerang Basics with Monument. That's a spicy brew, my friend. The only goal you're doing is Monument and Rupture and an Esper control shell, so you're playing Bounce. That probably means you're playing Aetherize, which is gross to think about that I have to play around now. Or they're just on their phone on the toilet and not paying attention to the game. Thank you for coming back to us. Just gonna flash in Momo again and pass. It could have been a reason to play in Eagle there, but now they have access to 5 mana and all their Wrath is 5 and 6 mana. So now we have to play this awkward game of Aang for the rest of the game. Untap land for Eagle, and then hold up Aang would be really strong here. I don't think I want to play Angel or Light into this. He could just slam Dea Judgment now, but most lists that I am used to are only playing Rupture and the 5-mana Blackboard wipe. Untap land there is great. So we play our untap land there, play the Eagle, pump up the team. I don't think Final Showdown is a card I'm going to play around. If they're playing it, then by all means, you got me, friend. So Eagle resolves. Do you have removal, or do you have more bounce? I've already seen 2 Flood Mons and a Boomerang Basics. Okay, so you just mill me for 2. Milling over a Momo, which is good for us. So let's bash in for 5 and pass. So if they play a board wipe, we just ang and they die. If they untap to our turn and play like a removal spell, then that's frustrating. They just play a land. I don't understand why they're playing sorcery speed interaction, personally. There's the Rupture. So we can ang that away and have lethal on board. So we played that pretty well, I think. Goodbye, my mill friend opponent. I'll see you in the next game. I go first. We have Momo into Eagle into... Yeah, I like this hand a lot. We can Verge into Momo. I feel like I'm missing out of Splash Portal and Sphinx with this deck. Like, I feel like I just want to do that all the time, and I'm missing out on that interaction while playing a Flyers deck. That might be wrong, but it's something I want to do. Boomerang Basic my Momo. Sir, you are annoying. Just gonna play my Momo again. Awkward. I would like to draw lands, please. Hey, look, a land. So, they're probably playing the Dimir Go Wide deck. Hopefully next turn we can find a white source for Exemplar, but we don't gain any life, so we don't draw any cards. Air Nomad Legacy does make a clue token. If we draw a land, we can think about playing that for card draw later. But them just playing Wisdom end of our turn to anticipate, it's not the worst for us. What are you going to do? Beast. It's a lesson deck for Kona? I'm so confused. Untap land is fine. Because now we can Air Nomads. Pump up the team. Air Nomads, pump up the team. Swing for 8. And pass. Is everyone just playing Lessons now because Ancestral Recall is that broken? Kona decks are playing it? I'm really confused. Like, you have to take another turn off. Gran Kona? There's their tap land. You have a bounce. Gran for looting. Okay. I'm gonna play my creature to pump up my team. And kill you? Why are Kona decks doing that? Go away. I'm gonna go to my next game. Go away. We go first. We have Momo into an Angel. I'll keep this. So we can play Verge on 1 for Momo and pass the turn. Looks like my opponent did mulligan down a bit. You're playing Gran. Okay. I think this is still worth playing Angel and getting Angel out and bashing down. Next turn we can Shelter by Ghost, or we can Exemplar. But we have no life gain, so let's just Shelter on our Angel. They have to bounce it, but they don't have instant speed bounce. So they have to lessen burn 2 twice. Never mind, goodbye. Flyers is better than the best deck at Worlds. I go first. Hawk into Duo might be okay. This hand seems fairly weak, but we have our high curve. I really want this legend to do something. We drew Eagle, so Duo turn 2, attack with Hawk. We can Eagle turn 3. That doesn't seem bad. My opponent's just playing a Blooming Marsh, Swamp. Cash Grab, so they're Blood Gas, so they're the infinite combo. with blood gas, so we're on a race here. So I'm gonna play my Flying Lord and bash. Another Lord off the top would be really good here. Yeah, you get your blood gas back. Unfortunately, we might be a little slow. Beastie. Sweet. And then another cash grab. All lands in a Overlord. Seems pretty good for us. They're a little slow, but they did find their ping 1 opponent card. And Aang was a really good draw, though. So we can stop them from comboing if we have to, and then percent lethal. They mill another Overlord with their Beastie on upkeep. This comes into play tapped, so I don't think they can combo us just yet. If we get an untapped land, we can Air Temple and have lethal, because with Aang... No, this is exactly lethal with all that. No blocks. I want them to play something here so their shield's down and we can Aang them. There's the Zealot, so let's Aang the Zealot. And now we have lethal on board. We can animate our land just to be sure. Go beatdowns. I'll take it. That deck is great, but on to the next one. We go first. We have Bat into Nomad. Sure. Bat it is. Landerwell Elves, yeah. So Island, we can play our Legacy and go beatdowns. The only downside is if they play Badger here, we probably need to Shelter by Ghost the Badger. It looks like they're playing mono green. It might be worth it to take a turn off, or it might not be worth it just to play an Eagle. Hard-hitting questions. Never mind. Any play I was talking about is now out the window. So let's just play our Eagle and pass. Mainline Weaver. Yeah, you got a blocker. Still have access to 3 mana. Would be a good draw here. A bat, I guess? Bat's fine. So we can Eagle. I'm going to take Badger Mole because they're probably a Crater Hoof deck. So I need to take Badger Mole. And I don't want to attack because I don't know if they're playing pump spells or not. They could be playing protection spells, and this is a really awkward play. They're holding priority, so I assume it might be a pump spell. Yeah, friend. You're just kind of... Smuggler's Surprise. So they found an Ouroboros and a Crater Hoof, so they are a Crater Hoof deck. So let's go racing. They're going to play Ouroboros next turn, which is going to be a problem. Yeah, they can play Ouroboros right now. I would like to find another Sheltered by Ghost. That would probably be our best card here. Attacking with Leyline Weaver. Yeah, you could do that. Air Temple's fine. Would you like to block, opponent? They do not block, which is really good for us because now we can play our Angel, which makes another Angel, and keep up our Clue token. That was a good turn for us. I wish I had more Angels in this deck. If they play another Ouroboros, they're dead. They can't cast Crater Hoof. The best they can do is multiple Weavers, probably. Okay, there's another Badger. 2, 4, 6. They can't cast Crater Hoof still. Another Badger Mole, yeah. So they still make 6 mana. What else do you got, friend? I think you're dead on board, though. Especially with Abandoned Air Temple on the field. Yeah, Ouroboros triggers. I'm at 33 life, so I just take this without blocking. Go to 20. And my opponent realizes they're dead. On to the next game. One goes first. We have Momos, we have Eagles. I think we can take it. A tap Temple Deceit. Are you a control deck? I don't know if Kaido plays Temple Deceit. They bottom it, but I don't know. Momo and pass. A Grand deck. I think I just want to ang their Grand. Pump up my Momo. Get out of here, Grand. And this is going to slow them down for a turn. Boros cycle. Enters, each opponent discards a card, loses 2 life, exiles the top 3 cards. Spicy. I have another Grand, okay? I think I'm just going to Eagle. We're going to put the pressure on. And then next turn we can shelter by Ghost, play Momo to get a Momo trigger. Yeah. Grand. Discarding a Terror of the Peaks? Block. Grand Cavero? Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't have lethal on board. Hit you to 2. Pass. Cavero time? Grand is a great enabler for graveyard recursion. I guess you can zombify, but you don't have zombify. You can zombify Terror and you still die. You can zombify Marlboro, but that doesn't stop me from doing anything. Yeah, my opponent thinks the same. We were pretty successful with this deck. We have a 70% win rate. We're only playing best of 1, however, and our matchup is terrible against Azorius control, which we lost to them 4 times. Totally fair. That being said, I think this deck is fun. I think this great as deck for like a local FNM, maybe for grinding the ladder in a best of 1 format, because the best of 1 meta is kind of weird. It's different than the normal Worlds meta that you normally see. This deck is probably still strong and a best of 3 format with solid sideboard cards. If you're going to a best of 3, I think you have to cut Legend though. Legend is cute, but it really isn't what this deck wants to do. And honestly, I want to have another Angel in this deck. When we had Angel do the Angel things, the Angel card was fantastic. So maybe cut 1 Legend, 1 Exemplar, go up some Angels and lower the curve even more, or start playing like Aven Interrupter. That's a solid card, way to tempo out your opponent, and it's another flyer in this deck. That's my thoughts on this deck. It's still fun. Is it tier 1? No, but we're about enjoying Magic and having fun here. So don't forget to comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy holidays.